Yo, what's poppin' guys, Sizzle here, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite heroes to play as I've been getting better at the game, Soldier 76. So Soldier's abilities, for those of you who don't know, just on a basic level, left click to shoot, you have to pull down a little bit. If you don't pull down your mouse, you can see it rises as you shoot more and more. Right click is a helix rocket, does splash damage for a little bit, and if you hit it direct, it does 120, like that. Body shot and headshot, like most weapons in the game. You have your sprint on left shift, which has no cooldown, but while you're sprinting, you can't shoot. If you try to shoot, it stops you from sprinting, and it takes a second. And then his E is a little healing station he could place to heal himself and people around him at a very slow rate for a total of 200 heals. And it all comes together in a very nice package, the way all those abilities kind of work together. And then he has his ultimate, which is literally just aimbot. You pop it, and it'll shoot people that are in that whole big circle here. But you could still aim for heads while it's active, which didn't used to be the case, but it is now, right? If I'm actually aiming at the head of this guy, you'll hit headshots. So it's important you can still aim it, but a lot of the time you just use it to get guaranteed body shot kills. It also has a very neat side effect, and honestly it's the main utility for a lot of soldiers, of reloading your weapon. So you can fire the full 30, and let's say someone has to die, you get another 30 real quick, and then you can go kill him. Another small side note is because Helix Rocket does 120 to direct against tracers, you can Helix and melee, and it'll kill instantly. Very useful. Anyway, Soldier, on the whole, deceptively simple hero. Back when I was in gold and plat and even diamonds, way back for, you know, the 7 years of Overwatch 1, however long it was, I always thought he was like, oh, it's like the COD hero, very simple, very straightforward. And that's because I didn't know how you played him. Like, I just frontlined with him. I just was like, oh, my tank's here, my supports are here, I stay in the middle, I shoot, I helix, I do whatever. What you actually do, because you have very high self-sustain, very high mobility in your sprint, and the ability to use helix rockets to, you know, rocket jump around, and this high sustain of your self-heal with E, what you actually do on Soldier is flank 24/7. Always be flanking with this hero. The exception is when you have a Mercy, because then your damage output goes kind of nuts, and then it's like a whole different character. But until then, like, just be flanking. Right? They see your positions, like, okay, time to rotate. This is a very bad map to showcase it on, but on like the other two maps, you'll kind of see what I mean. I'm always just playing the off angle, always just flanking. You know, basically just be where they don't think you're gonna be, and then when they go fight you, just run away. Like, you're just a big distraction. Soldier basically fills the void that Wrecking Ball used to be as an off tank, and it's really fun to play flank Soldier. I say flank Soldier, but that's literally just how Soldier's supposed to be played. Right, the Helix gives you a lot of ability to finish people off. His base damage isn't like super high, so he doesn't get away with a lot. Look, even their Soldier, right? He's smart enough to know, like, you know, everyone's looking main right now, let me go around the side like that. And he almost got my Alari. Very close to getting my Alari. Now they're going to be looking here, because I think the Alari was, yep, you could hear someone chasing. It's their Soldier. Interesting. You can see right there, fighting their Soldier, I self-sustain with my E, and place it down early in the fight. Also, you can sprint in mid- I'm fucking dead. You can also sprint in mid-air, which is extremely useful in its own way. I tried to helix right there, didn't have it. Let's see if they can kill me. I guess not. He's just gonna come back again, no yeah. He doesn't require that much crazy aim because you have so much, you know, all your bullets do very little damage, and because the fire is so easy to maintain, it's very easy to do well with this hero if you position well, which is something I definitely appreciate. Like, the better you are mechanically, the more value you will get for sure, but you can get away with very low mechanics on this hero, which is something I definitely appreciate on most heroes, because I can't be asked to, like, aim train, you know? My aim's okay, but the positioning in this game and game sense and all that's way more important. They've had to dedicate, they had like a Mei, a Soldier, you know, not really anyone else, but the main Soldier both tried coming over here and fighting me, and I just ran away, ran back to my team, ran back to safety, and basically took the fight that I wanted to take, and they couldn't do shit about it. Like right here, I don't even know if I'm gonna nose them behind. Now that's a lack of, you know, thinking, I guess. But hopefully their team should fill up. Yeah, next gen you'll see a more filled up team, a whole new set of DPS, you know, people that haven't seen what I've been doing. To be fair, this is just a steamroll anyway, but it's a good showcase of just how effective the flank is, though, because their Soldier keeps trying to challenge me. Their Mei tried to challenge me. I was able to use my sprint to just get the fuck out of there. You know, I chose my engagements. I gotta win whatever engagements I wanted to win. I had enough self-sustain to survive important moments, important fights. Like, it's really fun. It's really fun, really simple. The Helix is very good burst, and the fact that it does splash damage is nice. That means you shouldn't aim it at the head. Actually, always aim it like at the feet. Because if you aim here, it'll do the full 120 if Junkrat's there. And if Junkrat, let's say, moved away a little and you missed a little, you'll still do like 30, 40 damage. It's not like a lot. It's not a huge amount of splash damage. It's not like Ferris rockets. But some solid, you know, damage nonetheless. Common misconception is that Soldier counters Pharah. This simply isn't true. Any Pharah on ladder at the moment always plays with a Mercy. This guy isn't, so I can actually kill him. But if he has a Mercy, Soldier's lower damage per bullet and lack of burst damage from Soldier outside of his Helix means that he really can't get away with killing Pharah or really fighting her in any capacity. I guess maybe if you have your own Mercy, it's more doable, but even then, it's still not ideal. Another useful thing is to be sprint when you are jumping. It can get you back on the map if you get booped off. It can just be useful in general if you want to Helix jump up to somewhere. I don't actually think that's what you can make. But there's a few jumps on some maps that are pretty useful. This is not one of them, but you could like jump over here, for example. Or you could jump up onto there. There's not really any useful jumps on this map, so it's hard to showcase. But on other maps, his Helix jump is super clutch. You can get like on top of buildings and stuff. Just his sprint jump in general can give him high mobility that he needs. And let him take kind of shortcuts on a lot of other maps. Yeah, I mean, very fun here. You can see right now I'm playing with my team, and that's because there's not really anywhere to off-angle over here. We get back to the... What's that? If they manage to beat us here and we get a map 3, I'll be able to show it off a little bit more. But on the whole, very inoffensive here. It's very easy to beat a Soldier. None of his abilities are super oppressive. He doesn't have extremely high burst. He doesn't have extremely high sustain. He doesn't have extremely high mobility. His Soldier's kind of the definition of jack of all trades, master of none. He's got a little bit of everything, but not a lot of anything. And overall, it makes it a very nice, complete package. You know, not an oppressive package, not overkill or anything like that, but a very solid, fun package. Very fun here to play. Right here, I don't want to die to the Illari ult, so I run away. And she didn't even realize I went as far as I did, so now I get away with that. Hey, right there, I missed the Pharah, but I hit the wall, so I got a little bit of burst that ended up mattering a bit. Right there, I just, you know, I knew I had Ana healing me, plus I had a little bit of extra added sustain, because I had used my 15-second cooldown self-sustain heal. And it's kind of on Ashe for trying to challenge that, I'll be honest. That was not very intelligent of them. Or this them just, I guess I'm just against bad players in this particular clickplay lobby, or people playing bad is probably a better way of putting it. But yeah, it's fun. I can just be back here, I can be back on the side. You know, Ashe and Sim committed over here. I just want to run away from that. I don't have to fight that. Because I ran away a little, Ashe left, but Sim committed. Now I get to fight Sim in a 1v1, and I can use my sustain and whatnot to go actually burst her down in a very nice way. I missed too many shots, so I had to use that for reload there, and you know, it worked beautifully. Yeah, I mean, like, it just feels good. This character feels very rewarding to play. You get rewarded for outthinking your opponents, outsmarting your opponents. Like, it feels really, really good to get off a flank without dying. He's extremely punishable. Like, while he has mobility, he doesn't have like Lucio or Tracer mobility. He can be chased down. The question is, you know, can you make it as the Soldier that chasing you down isn't worth it? Or that everyone has to chase you down, right? Because you can make it so all 5 people have to chase you, and depending on where you are, you could literally use like 2 to 3 fights worth of time to continue chasing you, and you could just win games off that alone. Yeah. That was just a fun game. It was a fun, solid game. Generally is on Soldier. It's very hard to have like a bad game on him. You know, even if your team's kind of getting stomped in main, you can always go around and flank. Always have a great, fun time. This character can play in main. Like I said, if you get a Mercy, you can technically run in main. But even with a Mercy, it's kind of just worth flanking, or at least a little bit. You just don't flank as hard with the Mercy because she can give you added sustain and added damage to make it more worthwhile playing frontline. Yeah, that's my thoughts on Soldier. You know, I think that was a great kind of sentence, you know, great saying I was reminded of. Jack of all trades, master of none. You know, that's really what the Soldier 76 experience is all about. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.